Hello everyone. Today, let's create a simple zero-waste tunic. This will involve creating a single pattern piece and using some editing tools to draw some lines and cut it in some strategic places. First, I'm going to change my default fabric to muslin. Then, using the rectangle tool, I'm going to create a rectangular pattern piece that is 24 inches wide and 48 inches high. Then I'm going to use my Edit Pattern tool and unfold the pattern with symmetric sewing along the center line. Next, I'm going to offset an internal line 10.5 inches from the top of my pattern. Then I'm going to offset another line 10.25 inches from that previous line. Now, on the first internal line that we created, use your Add Point Split Line tool to add a point 3 inches from the center line. Then right-click on that point and choose Divide Internal Point. Now, with your Edit Pattern tool, select the longer section of the line and delete it. Next, on the second internal line, add a point 12.5 inches from the side. Then right-click on the 12.5 inch line and choose Cut. This is going to make a split in our pattern. On the top of the pattern, add a point 12.5 inches from the side. Now, where the first internal line crosses the center of the pattern, draw a 6-inch internal line down. Then draw an internal line connecting that short horizontal line to the bottom of the 6-inch line you just drew. With your Edit Pattern tool, marquee over the points where the horizontal line and the angled line intersect and choose Merge to Point. With your Transform Pattern tool, right-click on the pattern and choose Remove Linked Editing. Now, delete the 2 internal lines inside the triangle. There are 2 of them because our pattern was symmetrical. Note the segment points. The ones that are solid are already joined. The outlined points are not. Use the Merge to Point technique to connect the unjoined segment points. Now select that entire triangle shape, cut it, and move it aside in the 2D window. Do not delete it. Remember, this is zero waste. Now add an internal line from the top center of the pattern down to the top of the triangle and cut and sew that line. I'm going to turn my 3D window around. Turn on the X-ray joints for the avatar. Select one of the shoulders. Click that little body icon. This will turn on symmetrical adjustments and adjust the arms to give your avatar a T pose. I'm going to rotate back around to the front in my 3D window, and now I'm going to rotate the pattern in the 3D window with my gizmo, and I'm going to place the opening around the neck. Simulate your pattern to see how it drapes. You can use tools such as strengthen and pins to move the patterns into place to line up the back if you would like. Segment sew the center back together. The segment points you added on the top of the pattern will help with the sewing of the arms and the horizontal back. Now, the triangle we cut out is there as a reminder. We're not actually going to use it. What I'm going to do is zoom in on the triangle that I cut out and use the Add Point Split Line tool to add segment points to the diagonal legs of my triangle. When I add those points, I'm then going to drag them up very close to the 2 points that are there that split that center back. We have, in essence, recreated the triangle that we cut out. So you can delete the triangle piece now if you would like. Simulate again to see how your tunic looks. I've opened up my neck a bit, and I added internal lines so that I could fold the collar down. I also lengthened the bottom hem a little bit, and just for fun, I happen to have another piece of this fabric laying around, so I added a pocket to the front. Finally, I changed the fabric to cotton gabardine and added a stripe print. You could also add fold-up hems and top stitching as you like.